The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty, Ray, and Candace.
Welcome. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Candace, and I am so shocked that you're not wearing a snorkel this morning.
I know. You just about can. The bridges,
Flippers.
the water is all the way up almost to the bridges.
So you saw a lot of that coming in this morning?
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of it. A lot of water still fast moving, too. Yeah.
We've got a lot of locations, a lot of folks sending in pictures, and we do appreciate that. I wanted to bring this up. This just got brought to my attention just a moment ago. We have an accident on Highway 45 South, which is south of Meridian in Clark County. We got a picture. Let me get this pulled up so we can pass along this of where this is. This is going to be 45 South near Shibuda. Possible entrapment. We're not 100% sure. But this is the scene of Highway 45, and as you'll see, all that fog right there, y'all be careful. We don't know what caused the accident, but traffic is backed up near Shibuda.
Yeah, that's scary. It's scary when people try to pass and stuff like that, pass other cars.
Well, it was a sad part. That's 4-lane, and it could have been someone who tried to cut across. Right. We don't, but you're right, 2 lanes. And if you're on Highway 16, you're on Highway 19 headed toward Philadelphia, don't do it. Just stay back there and drive a little slower.
Yeah.
There's only one place on Highway 19 that you could actually pass someone past house safely. One slot. If you're not ready, you ain't getting around them.
Up our way, it wasn't too bad, like foggy.
It's always good to get behind Candace because she leads the way.
This morning, I kind of felt like I had to have numbers on the side of my vehicle. Like,
I don't doubt that a bit.
Gosh, I was rushing trying to get here. They've gone to a new drop-off system at the elementary school, if you haven't.
Is it a shakedown? What do they do?
Experienced it. No, it's kind of like they do in the afternoons. They let so many kids out, and everybody has to sit and wait until they let them go. So it's not like you just drop them off and move on like you used to, which is probably a safer way. I mean, letting all the kids clear the way.
But you're saying it's cutting into that clock.
Yeah, I really need to leave about 10 minutes before I do. But
I can start calling. Just let me know the day.
It was a chaotic morning, so.
As we mentioned, we had a devastating day yesterday with weather. We did break records when it comes to this. And we go to the National Weather Service to show you this morning. This is what happened yesterday. The daily rainfall record was broken for Meridian since 1967. That's 55 years ago. We had 1.56 inches. Yesterday we received in Meridian 4.61. Now, what does that tell us? We probably got, I've had people that said their rain gauges in less than a 24-hour period had 8 inches of rain.
Oh, my goodness.
There's more to come. It's not done. Get your boat out. Coming up shortly, we'll hear back from Newton County. There are numerous roads that are affected in Newton County, and I've spoken with the sheriff, and they're compiling a list. It was so many that they couldn't just tell me on the phone and go, let me just have somebody email you that information.
Yeah, like we just talked about a few minutes ago, the bridges, having the water up so high up to the bridges, I mean, that can cause them to be washed away, I guess.
Now, what the National Weather Service is telling us about today is it says there's going to be areas of flash flooding likely due to the additional heavy downpour. Some roads could be flooded or closed. Some structures may be potentially threatened by this high water. Minor river flooding is also expected to continue today. And that's the official statement from the National Weather Service on what we've got. Otherwise, it's a 80% chance of rain to continue today. It's going to be moving in light showers this morning and again after 11, some heavier stuff. Now, let me pull this up, Candace. This is kind of important for everybody to know what the National Weather Service, the threat level is about flooding today. And this is what we've got. Oh, hit the wrong button. Still hadn't got it. There we go. You can see it a little bit better like that. Flash flooding likely. This is the Meridian area taking in portions of Kemper, most of it, and then all of Neshoba, Newton counties, and Clark. We're looking at an elevated threat today, which means 2 to 3 more inches.
Goodness. Not looking forward to that.
Yeah, 1 to 2 inches if you're north in Scuba, Macon, if you're in Louisville, anywhere north of that area, looking at about 2 inches of rain today at most. But our area looks like it'll get it all the way toward the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
That's right. If you do see water across the road, don't try to cross through that. You just never know if the road, like you said yesterday, if the road underneath, even if you think it's not really deep and you make it through it, you don't know if the road underneath it is still, safe.
Be a sinkhole there.
Yeah.
We got numerous pictures to show this morning of things that have gone on. Let's pull this up. This was a wreck yesterday that happened right by Dairy Queen. And we've talked about this before, just how hard it is to get your car in that little space there. There's cars zooming by. You're really wanting something cold to eat on, a snow cone, and you're trying to get over there. What happens? Well, here's another instance of what goes on there. We had a little wreck there yesterday. I don't think anybody was seriously hurt, but yet again, another wreck. And just to show you some more avenues of this, and, police officers are just hard at it nonstop.
Yeah. They're, called the traffic accidents.
Wait a minute. I see a fireman back there, too.
Yeah.
Them boys was out yesterday.
Yes.
Meridian Fire Department. So
thankful for all the ones, first responders that go help with things like this.
And be cautious. All right, let's go to Union, Conahatta area. Have y'all seen these pictures of what's going on over there? Look at this. Look at the road that's no longer there. There's more pictures that shows where cars have been swept away in the ditches.
And the scary thing is at night, if you're traveling these roads, you wouldn't see something like that sometimes till you get right up on it. So be extra
that's
careful.
a lot of water. And again, as we say, there's more water expected today. So that's a little sample of some of that. Let's see where this is.
Yeah, I kept getting a alert on my phone, river flood warning. So I don't know where that's for, but I just kept getting that.
That could be the Pearl River.
Right.
That's one of the closest that we've got.
But the creeks, I'm sure, that run into those, travel.
Sebastopol, not all that far from Meridian, Mississippi. And a lot of people travel up there to get a good steak. And let's show the picture here. This is Lee's Steakhouse. This is it in the background. Y'all see the water? Look at this. Devastating for their business as it's just swept inside. We'll have some more pictures today to add to all of this as we see more. Now, I brought this up. I thought we'd share this. With everything that happens with the flooding, there's things that you don't really think of that happen.
Right.
And it touches your heart. We go down to, where are we at here? Let's go to Duffy, Mississippi next. And this is the scene here on a bridge. And this poor little fella here is looking for his mama as we look at this.
I saw a big doe run out in front of me yesterday.
Did?
Yeah.
But he's separated from mama and trying to find her. And he kind of wanders around for a few minutes there looking to see which way to go. He doesn't know where to go.
Oh.
But makes you think of that.
Yes.
As they look to be reunited. A couple of late openings this morning. The Choctaw Tribal offices are an hour behind, postponing, and Newton County school system 1 hour due to the roads.
Right.
Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about Highway 80 this morning, and I called, and officially, I don't think anything is closed, but watch the water as you go through there. There's been some places that it's been over the road, but I don't think officially on paper that it's closed. I even woke some folks up since they didn't answer my text.
You did.
I'm not calling names, but I sent a text and you didn't answer, so I had to call.
I bet they were real happy with you, Scotty.
They are about right now.
Yeah.
One morning I could sleep
Hadn't
late.
even
and
had
there
their
he is.
coffee yet, and you calling. Goodness.
I feel they're paid. Let's see here. This comes in, and a young lady named Faith sent me this, and I want to show you this. Now, most homes, unless you spend that extra money with insurance or don't ask, they're not going to go, hey, did you remember to buy some flood insurance?
Right.
I don't know her case, but there are so many people affected by this that do not have flood insurance. And trust me, those insurance companies are going to go, whoop, didn't have that. We're not paying for that.
Yeah.
So unless you bought, but this is the scene at her house, Van Zyverden. This will go out to the Meadows. Y'all know where this is?
Yes.
And she tells me this is the second time that this has happened to her home this year alone. And let's take a look at this. Let me pull this up where you can see this. This is her carport is where she is. Now,
my goodness.
we're fixing to switch to the inside. Anything you got there is ruined. And it goes, you see the water?
That'll be awful.
And this is all throughout her home. She goes through, and you can watch the whole video at the Scotty Ray Report if you hadn't followed us yet, and take a closer look at that. That is so much water in her home. And the floors are gone.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to replace those for sure.
Most anything that you have laying around, and let's think, we're the world's worst. Book of pictures.
Right.
Sometimes they're not up high. It could be on a bottom shelf or something. Or you left it laying on the floor, heaven bid.
Yeah.
And that little white thing that we now have comes along and chews it up and spits it out. chasing its tail, going. "Roo, roo, 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 roo."
Destructive. Yeah.
It's really like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
You need to have a talk with that young lady I bought that dog from.
Oh, I think they're all kind of like that, though. All the brothers and sisters, yeah, they're all kind of
I'm telling you,
like that.
that's the happiest.
But they're good little dogs.
Oh, yeah, it's just a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Do not set it on the bed with you. You know why? You will have no fingers or ears left.
You know how some people in the bathrooms, they'll put like their extra toilet paper, in a basket or something.
Oh, yeah, she borrows
Don't
that.
ever do that.
No.
Like with this dog around. Because, we went downstairs one day and I think it looked like it snowed all over the room. I didn't believe that could happen in such a short period of time.
That girl is a busybody.
Yeah.
And then we also know from our big dog, never leave cash around.
Oh.
Sophie, to date, has eaten, I think, somewhere around $360 that's irreplaceable, that you couldn't put it back and take it to the bank and get the other end.
Oh, my goodness. That would be awful.
It was, I was going to buy, I don't remember if it was a trailer or a car, and I had $5,000 I went to the bank and got. And I had it sitting on a table, and it was everywhere eaten the next morning. And it was 300 of that you couldn't replace.
Yeah.
But all of it had bite marks in it, every bit of it. She was just as happy sitting up in it. And I thought, I'm going to hurt you. And then she ate $60 of Dylan's. Angie had left $60 out for Dylan to make it back to Mississippi State. She ate that. There was nothing left of that.
Oh, my goodness.
Ain't nothing like your puppy dogs. Look, we got a lot more to talk about what's going on in the community. Y'all don't go anywhere. Also, we're going to find out, did you know there's a big sale happening in the state of Mississippi this weekend?
It is.
It's called the no sales tax, guns and things like that a lot of people like. We got somebody here to talk about it from the Rock House Gun and Pawn. They're going to tell us all about what you can get, what you can't. That's up and coming. Don't y'all rush off. We'll find out more.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings. Fresh blueberries, a pint, $2.99. Yellow, white, or bicolor corn, a 3-pack, $2.19. Fresh peaches, only $1.99 a pound. Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for $11. Alabama extra large tomatoes, $1.99 a pound. And sirloin and pork chops, $1.49 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
And welcome back to the fastest hour on television. It is Scotty, Ray, and Candace as we bring you a morning. Put a smile on. Could be a little fog, and you may get wet.
That's right.
Is that something to smile about?
No, I don't think it is, but it's a good thing, though, that we have people informing us about different things going on because we wouldn't know else.
Right. What do you got that we just learned?
Hal Totten gave us a note that the Free Indeed kitchen is going to be closed today due to the flooding. And they said that they regret that 100+ people won't have their meals delivered today, but they didn't have a choice but to close. So if you know anyone that receives those meals, you might want to make other arrangements for them.
Let them know they're not getting anything.
Yeah. We'd
We're
hate for
strong.
them to be waiting on it and not,
It's tough for our community
Yes.
folks that jump in and help in these situations, and they can't get it out
Yes.
there. And I'm sure it's due to flooding on their end and probably some road closures as well.
Or if there's anybody else that could help, replace those meals for the people today, that'd be good.
Yeah, I was double checking, and I hadn't gotten anything from Newton County yet. I went back and double checked that to make sure that they hadn't updated us with anything. So there we go. As we mentioned just a moment ago, this weekend coming up is a tax-free weekend. We get that for schools, and we've got something special here as we welcome our special guest, Ross. How are you there, my friend?
Good. How are y'all?
Man, glad to have you. And of course, for the folks that don't know you, tell us where you're from, what y'all do over there on Highway 19.
So, we're just in between Meridian Walmart on Highway 19 in Collinsville. Looks like a big compound, got a big electric fence around the place.
Yeah.
But
we're close to the back porch.
Yeah, we're just right next door to the back porch. 3 doors from it, as a matter of fact. But we got a little sale going on this weekend. It's the Second Amendment tax-free weekend. You get guns and ammo, all tax-free. And matter of fact, we're doing something a little bit different this year. We're actually going to do the store-wide tax-free. So it doesn't matter if it's eligible or not. If it's not eligible, you still get tax-free. We just eat the tax on it.
Y'all just pay for it.
That's right.
That's a pretty big deal there.
That is.
Now, I was going to ask you officially, but it doesn't matter now that you bring that up. It doesn't matter if it's a handgun, if it's a rifle. And if you're really thinking about this, because we are, August the 25th. Mm-hmm. So deer season is how close?
It's right around the corner, yeah.
So if you need a new rifle, even you take a scope that costs $800, one of those really nice ones, or one that's even more, that's a lot of savings that you're going to pass on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. $7 on the dollar. I mean, or 7 cents.
7 cents per dollar, yeah. And that adds up after you get $7 for every 100.
That's right.
And do that times that.
Yeah.
I ain't got that many toes.
It'd be $56 or something. Right?
Look at her arithmetic over here.
Is that right? I don't know.
That sounds right. We're going to go with Candace.
I might be wrong, so don't hold me to that.
So what kind of specials with it? I'm sure that there's absolutely no way that you did put something on special to get somebody's attention, go, hey, hey, hey.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We're actually doing, we've been posting a bunch of stuff on our Facebook page as far as like pre-sales and stuff like that. We don't mind holding something back. If y'all see anything that piqued your interest on our Facebook page this week of some of the sales we got going, we don't mind holding it. But we got some Sig Sauer Buckmaster scopes on sale right now. Actually comes with a rangefinder, $200.
Wow.
Got mountains of ammo. As you can see there, we got a large selection of Glocks that we're going to be giving away some free goodies along with it, as while supplies last.
Am I wrong here? Is that the Trump pistol?
That is the Mr. Trump right there.
What's that gun called?
That's just some that's a commemorative 45th presidential commemorative Glock that they put out. We've sold them in the past. We still got a couple left, not many, but they run around $850-ish. Comes with a nice threaded barrel and everything. And, of course, got your favorite president on there.
I didn't even know they made such a gun.
Yeah, that's
sure
neat.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned a moment ago, scopes. And, here's a picture of a scope that y'all got up for sale there. Buckman, those are good scopes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, best bang for your buck, in my opinion. I mean, get the rangefinder, get the 39 by 50 scope. I mean, it's only $199. That's unheard of.
And as you mentioned there, you can't have enough of this stuff. And what is this in the background? That stuff. Boy, you can't have enough of that.
Ammunition, like we got a large selection of ammunition right now. 30-30 ammo. I know that's been a very popular one that we haven't been able to get our hands on, but we got mountains of it at the moment.
Somebody sent me a picture of that, and it was about as tall as the ceiling.
Oh, trust me, trying to lug that thing around on a little flat bottom cart, it's
heavy.
It was challenging for sure.
So now let me ask this: is there a limit as to what you can get on ammunition, or come get what you want now?
Get all you can stand. We got it there for a reason, to sell it.
Yeah.
No limits.
Let's ask this, because I know for a while it was real hard to get your hands on. 22, even the Boy Scouts that go out and do their target practicing, it was hard to come by. Are y'all stocked in that now, or is that still an item that is hard to get from manufacturers?
A lot of it's hard to get, especially like your name brands like your CCI or Winchester, Remington, stuff like that. But we were blessed and fortunate enough to get a huge pile of Aguila 22 long rifle ammunition. So we have a lot of it in stock right now, and hey, this stuff shoots real good too. I mean, I put it up there with any CCI any day of the week. But
yeah,
that's just a personal opinion. But
right, that's what you prefer.
Right. But,
that's family entertainment. If nobody's ever done that, those 22s, they are so much fun. Mm-hmm. Can you hit anything, Candace? I've never asked.
I was hunting. You know, I killed 2
We
deer.
didn't ask that, did we?
I killed 2 deer. I will say they dropped where they were standing.
We need to do a video hunt with her and just see how good she really is.
I really surprised myself because, before I married Kurt, I really didn't hunt, So I not really surprised myself. I think if I had a lot of practice, I might be really good.
And there for a while, and you know this as well as I do, Ross, there was a time that people were not target practicing because they were afraid they couldn't replace what they had.
Yeah, and a lot of folks are still, trying to stock up and, try not to get caught with their pants down again, like so many of us back in 2020, 2021, when all this stuff really started to hit pretty hard. You couldn't find the right stuff that you needed or you had your scope set in for, but it's coming back around a little bit. May not be exactly, what you got it dialed in for, but we got a little bit of everything down there. We even got some 17H at see Roy Long there asking about some 17.
Now, a question that was asked there, and I'm putting you on the spot because I don't know the answer to this. William asked, why does the state of Mississippi offer a tax-free weekend on guns? Is it because we have so many people that are outdoor enthusiasts that they want to keep this sport alive? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it started, I'm trying to think of when exactly it started. It started when, not long after I started working at the pawn shop up in Philadelphia. I started working there in 2009. So sometime after 2009, it began. The governor at the time decided to do a tax-free or Second Amendment tax-free weekend for firearms and ammunition, sportsman type stuff. I don't know which.
You're like me. You can't
it.
remember the exact reason that they went ahead with it. That's the best guess I've got.
I think at any point it's good to have tax-free for anything.
Oh, yeah.
Right. you know? So, I mean, because they have it for back to school stuff.
Right.
I mean, they have it for other things. So, why not have it for guns?
Yeah, we'll see what else we can expand this on. But this weekend is the focus of y'all. And as you pointed out, y'all went that extra step to where most places are just offering on certain items. Right. Y'all opened up the entire store for whatever you want. Y'all will foot the bill for it. You'll pay for whatever doesn't qualify.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. You know, normally it's just, guns, a lot of the gun accessories like holsters, stuff like that, ammunition, optics, all that good kind of stuff. But like you said, we opened it up for just everything that's in the store, whether it's a DVD player or TV.
You have jewelry too.
Jewelry,
right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Whoa.
You need a gift for your girls.
Yeah, and Candace loves a man with a gold chain. With the open shirt. So if you want to impress,
look, he's making fun because I've always said when we show the old pictures of people.
She'll see Burt Reynolds and she'll start going.
No.
She starts moaning. I think, golly, Burt, I feel for you.
Yeah. To each his own, but not one of my favorites.
You brought up something,
last time I was
and I want you to address this for me because this is important. You get yourself a great firearm, and if you do not have the right piece of what's the word I'm looking for? Holster to carry it in. These things can fall out easily, and you don't want that. They make such good quality ones these days. It's important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, we just picked up a new line of Kydex holsters called Bravo Concealment.
Yeah.
They've been some very nice holsters. Matter of fact, I got one on now. They do outside the waistband, inside the waistband, right hand, left hand, just and fit. They got some that'll fit just about any gun that you need.
They even come up with the stuff in shorts now, aren't they?
I don't know about that, but I do know you have purses, don't you? Do you still have that with the holsters built in them?
We do, yeah. We have a line. I think they're the Bulldog brand ladies' purses that got several different styles, different kinds of leather, animal print, and something a little fashionable. But
now, what about for men? Scotty Ray was asking about that.
Well, I was just
purses.
When you said that, all I can think about is a pistol packing mama. That's kind of scary.
I'm joking because he's always making fun saying men don't need to carry it. satchels. Or
Man purses.
Yeah. But anyway,
But I
that's
guess-
a good thing, though, that you have that for
What-
women.
Oh, I thought you meant for man purses.
No.
I mean, Ross.
I mean, some men might
Ross
want a
gets
purse.
out and does demonstrations there. He does the little down the aisle there and shows what they offer. What do
Yeah.
they call that? Models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Scotty Ray could be a good volunteer for that.
What y'all had BJ doing this week? Is he doing anything?
Well, I mean, he's on payroll. I don't know if he's actually. No, he's been. We poor thing. We kind of worked. I think we worked him harder than Walmart's ever worked him. He's been running around like a chicken with his head cut off, like the rest of us, trying to get the store preparated for this weekend.
And I say that so many people knew BJ forever. If you wanted a hunting product in Meridian, BJ was what you thought of, and y'all have him now with working for y'all several years now, isn't it? 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
maybe 10.
Les says to have Stone do a broadcast at some point. Stone.
we'll bring him
Alexander.
up here. Yeah.
That's a few of the things. Any other products that you want to bring up there that we didn't mention on that just kind of fell by the wayside that we didn't bring up?
Yeah, so we got a mountain of, like I said, a mountain of ammo. Got some 223 by the case. I think we still have a couple of cases of that left. We got some Anderson Arms bolt carrier groups. If you're building your own AR-15 or something like that, they're normally $100. I think we got them on sale for $80 right now.
Yeah.
Little North American Arms, little 5-shot 22 Magnum Derringers. We got those on sale right now. Got a little orange handle that way. I mean, they're so small you can just about lose them, but they put a little orange handle on there for you, so you can pick it up pretty
Right.
quick. But we got those for $2.99. And one that I'm most excited about is a little Heritage Barkeep. It's a little Heritage Rough Rider, very small, but it's the bootlegger edition. It comes with a flask and 2 shot glasses. I think that's pretty cool.
That's funny.
That is. That's nice.
Now, somebody asked a question. I don't know what this is. Do y'all sell a SkyPoint camera? I don't know what that is. Is that
SkyPoint, that's going to be one of those cellular cameras, I think.
Okay.
We do have some cellular cameras at the shop, game cameras, but I don't think it's a SkyPoint brand. I have to double check myself. And
you have something similar?
yes, we do.
Now that's one you can check your cameras from anywhere you are, right, from your phone.
That's right. Yeah,
that right?
it sends I think you sign up for a subscription or something, and as soon as it catches a picture, it'll send it straight to your cell.
And let me ask this: if you got somebody that's nagging you in your life, and it's just a nag, and you got to give in at some point, y'all still offer this right here, where you can just go ahead and just put it to an end?
Goodness.
Definitely.
nagging.
My
That's a nice solitaire.
My
Is that what
wife,
you call that?
she tries to put up a ring of the day just about every day.
I want you to go back to the antique setting that you had up there.
Is that down or
Find it.
below? I don't
It
know.
was above that.
Above? Okay.
That was a really pretty one, I thought, too. There it is.
This is antique.
It looks like an antique setting.
Oh yeah, that thing's beautiful.
It is really pretty. Yeah.
Y'all, my mama loved that stuff, and I know absolutely nothing
It's a
about jewelry.
it's a big popular style nowadays. A lot of women like that. So, guys, Christmas is coming up in a few months.
And you ain't caught on to
propose
this,
to your lady.
but someone who used to work with me for several, let's say 20 years next to me, always, there's words that I sometimes can't say properly, and that is one of the words. Jewelry. I could not say it, and it's almost like you got to go to court every time you bring up a ring.
It's like jewelry. You on jewelry
I
duty?
won't get her some jewelry. I can't help it. It
Yeah.
won't stop.
But
But
yeah,
and y'all
that is
also-
some pretty pieces though that you have. So guys, go check it out. Or ladies, go check it out.
Oh,
You
yeah,
might
treat
get an
yourself.
idea
Now,
of what you want.
something that we hadn't touched on that I want to do this. Say you need to sell something. Y'all also do that in the pawn side of that, don't you? We haven't touched on that a lot.
Definitely. So we do cash loans on most items of value, and just come in, bring your item of collateral in, and we'll give you a 30-day loan against it.
Yeah, even your nag, y'all do tick donkeys, right?
You may have to pay us to do that.
Goodness.
We got a lot more coming up. Ross is in with us this morning as we talk about Mississippi's tax-free weekend, your Second Amendment one. That's a pretty good deal there. Also, we're going to talk about some children that had to be rescued yesterday out of Jackson, Mississippi, in Rankin County. I don't know if everybody knew about that.
That was scary.
It was. We've got that on the way. Y'all don't rush off.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
If you're getting ready to purchase land, make sure you have it surveyed. Contact our friends at the Woodlands Group. Maybe you're selling land, dividing land up. Whatever the case is, the Woodlands Group can help you there. They handle residential and commercial clients. And again, they specialize in property line location, site plans, and a whole lot more. Maybe you have a construction project, and they have the latest equipment to make sure it's done right, including drones. Call Justin Palmer or Brandon Briggs at the Woodlands Group, Surveying Solutions. And welcome back with Scotty, Ray, and Candace as we begin this Thursday morning. And lots of people talking about jury.
Yes.
Even
yes,
Jessica off 8th Street done started running her mouth about buying a lady something nice from a... Bless y'all. And if you're watching for the first time, you've never done this, you can join us on television online, Facebook, Scotty Ray, or you can join us there also on the YouTube side. Subscribe, follow, and you get all of this, and you can communicate with us while we're doing this. What were you going to say?
I was just reading her comment.
What'd she say?
She said if you buy your lady something now, you won't have to leave during prime time hunting.
Good luck with all that.
Yeah.
Again, we've got a lot coming up, and I also got a list here in a minute. I'm going to have to break out my glasses to read this because Jody done sent me all the way from Newton County, all the roads closed, and the itty-bitty writing, so we're going to have to break out some glasses in a moment.
Okay.
All right, but first, let's take a look at what happened on this date. A few of the things that are out there that you may not have remembered. One of the most distinctive voices, I think the first time that Americans run up on this old boy was when he started playing 007. He would go on and do movies like The Rock. And who remembers this one? He played a great part in this as a Russian captain. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Sean Connery. Can you say it the way he does? Can you do that voice?
I cannot. I'm not a good
Ross, are you any good
Sean
at
Connery.
talking like other people? What do you call that? There's a word for it.
I don't know, but I ain't good at it. That's
Me
for
either.
sure.
In the South, we call it mocking them.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I can't mock him. But boy, he has played. And women, there's probably two men in the world. There's Sean Connery and then there's Sam Elliott that women just go nuts over.
Yeah.
Don't matter if they're 95 still, they still go nuts over. Robert Redford fell off the turnip truck. They don't pay him no mind no more.
But for a long time, he was in the running, you know.
Robert Redford?
Yeah, he was nice looking.
I remember
for
Mickey
a long
Gilley
time.
saying he needed an overhaul.
Oh, well, he might now, but, you know.
Back in the day. This guy was never my kind of music. I had a cousin that was into it, and I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? Because he was far-fetched there. But who remembers this guy? Gene Simmons. And he is forever barred from Fox News. He cannot go back. You remember
What
that?
did he do? I can't remember. Didn't he, like, fuss at somebody or something?
Well, he was on the show, the morning show, and then he commenced to run around the office and busting in meetings and yelling things. And he
I
busted
did not
into
know
a
that.
board meeting, and they said, never again will you get back in our building again. So he's out of there.
Crazy.
He's different, him and his long tongue.
Didn't he have a show of his own at one time?
Possibly.
I think he did.
His wife may have been in, well, I ain't even going there.
She's blonde-haired lady. Yeah.
Shannon
Okay.
Tweed was her name.
Okay.
I can see the
Yeah.
look on his face there, what I'm not saying. He knows what I'm talking about. She just does. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Who remembers the song, The Locomotion? Come on, do the locomotion. The very first time it was a hit was today, back in 1962. and she brought it to you. Little Eva, she was good at what she done. I like that song a whole lot there. Ross even cuts a rug to that every once in a while.
Sometimes.
It was redone in the 70s, and I don't remember who did it. But I can remember my uncle as a kid playing it in his car. 1967, we would switch over to country music to find the number one song. I'm not sure if it were released today that it would be a number one because of the way they treat country music. But Ode to Billy Joe was number one on this date. Who remembers that? 3rd of June, another hot Mississippi Delta day. Somebody jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
I was listening to that not long ago. It was good.
She was a beautiful woman back in the day and kind of became reclusive after that. You didn't hear much of her after that big hit. He would go on to the movies and do lots of things. A redhead, talked about Oklahoma a lot, has a birthday today. She was born in 1970. Who remembers this girl? She's still on the concert trails. Jo Dee Messina was born. I'm All Right, Heads Carolina.
Yeah, she was big back in
the
what,
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice girl, too. Met her many times. She's tough, too. I just want y'all to know that. Don't you play poker with her because she might win. 1973, I remember watching this guy as a kid. Now, I first saw him hanging out with Granny and an old boy named Jethro. That would end, and he'd go on to get a new TV show, and it would be called Barnaby Jones. 1973, he was on the cover of TV Guide. You remember that?
Yeah.
Buddy Epson.
It's hard to take somebody serious in another role after they've been in something like the Beverly Hillbillies.
It's
You know
hard
what I'm
because
saying?
he's still Jed.
Yeah.
But boy, Barnaby really won folks over. This at the time, and I don't know if Ross remembers this or not, 1979, she was the hottest woman on TV. And I said, because she's beautiful now.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of her not long ago.
Stephanie Powers.
Yes, who remembers this television show? Heart to Heart premiered on this date. And
I used to watch that all the time.
what was the dog's? Was the dog named Max or was it the butler named Max? I can't remember.
I don't know.
It was one of those, but boy, we all grew to like it.
They were a couple, right?
Yeah, they were like
they were
married.
husband and wife.
They owned this
So,
corporation called Hart. He was a rich millionaire that went around solving crimes. Yeah, that really happens in life.
Now you got rich millionaires that are involved in the
Yeah. This was 19, I want to say somewhere around 1991. I was in Wahala, Mississippi, and Jimmy Earl Thomas pulled up in his tan Toyota with this playing, and I thought, what in the Lord's name have you got playing? And it was this old boy named Billy Ray singing Achy, Breaky Heart.
I remember that.
I will never forget the day that Jimmy Earl had that playing.
That was a big line dancing song, too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Were you a big Billy Ray fan? I can't tell over there by your expression there. There's no Billy Ray up in your truck?
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't. Achy Break Your Heart wasn't my.
I'm trying to put you with a mullet over there. I'm trying to imagine this. If I had graphics people, we could do that, but I don't have those.
I don't have enough. That's the reason I wear a hat all the time. I don't have enough hair to grow no mullet.
I'm with you on that. 2009, the name Chappaquiddick would finally fade away as we lost this guy on the state. Ted Kennedy would pass away, and Chappaquiddick would go away. He was, I think, 77 when he passed away.
I can't believe it's been that long ago.
That's
2009.
long.
Goodness.
It's
It
13
has.
years, is that right? I can't add very well, but I think that's right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Max was the butler, Timothy tells us.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Vicky knew that. Grand Funk, 1974, Ron Harper says, had the hit with the Locomotion,
Okay.
if anybody was wondering. And also Steve, there's some smart folks out there. Just know it right off the top of their head. Janet is joining us from Colorado today watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We also lost another big somebody. As a kid, there was a lot of people that wanted stuff like this for toys. I was never a science type guy that wanted outer space stuff. But this guy was big. Neil Armstrong passes away in 2012. Was that the one that said one giant leap for mankind and hello, Mrs. So-and-so on Earth? Y'all,
A small step for mankind.
Something like that.
giant, or small step for, I can't remember.
I really think that was rumored about him saying something to some woman. If y'all go, I'll leave that alone. But it was a rumor there. Let's see, 2018, God rest his soul is the best I'll say about this man. He passed away in 2018. John McCain was not somebody that I looked up to or liked a whole lot, but I'm not going to run him down. He's passed away at this point.
Yeah.
God bless him. We'll leave it at that. Alrighty, 8:39 this morning. How you feeling? We got a lot more to talk about as we begin this day to tell you what's going on in our community, as we'll dig out some eye spectacles next and talk about Newton County, as we'll dig into that. So much to do with all that. And I'm sure glad you picked us to watch this morning as we go through all this. Let's first talk about some gasoline, because at some point today, you're probably going to need a little bit in your tank. And well, our friends over at Maple's One Stop Shop have got it for you, clean, convenient, and they got breakfast going on right now. You'll find this at St. Paul or out in Causeyville. Eggs, biscuit, bacon, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. Whatever you're looking for. Lunch is coming up in a little while.
Yeah.
Have menus out. Also, if you need candy bars, if you need a cup of coffee, they got all of this spread out for you. Find them today. So many locations around town that you'll find with lottery tickets and a whole bunch more. Bonita, Pine Springs, Causeyville, even out to Last Chance there on 493, Broadmoor, and the 31st Chevron. Visit with them today. They'll help you out in so many ways. I hope you'll drop in and visit with them.
It's here, the Fall Sweet Pea Swap, located at the old Jeffries building at Bonita Lakes. Drop-offs will be held September the 8th through the 10th. The public sale gets underway September 16th and 17th from 10 in the morning until 7 at night. Then again Sunday, September the 18th from 1 until 6 with 25% off. And our final day, Monday, September the 19th with 50% off from 10 until 7 p.m. Make sure to come by the most talked about event all year, the Fall Sweet Pea Swap at the old Jeffries building, Bonita Lakes.
Folks, if your yard is needing grass and you need it quick, talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding. They offer residential and commercial. The great thing about this, it doesn't wash, the water treads, and it holds the soil in place. It's the easiest way to grow grass. That's hydro seeding. You'll get a great looking lawn without all the dry spots. How many times have you put out seed and it gets washed away, blown away, or even the birds eat it? Talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding, 601-728-1954.
The Square Peg Mini Mall, located across from the Neshoba County Co-op in Philadelphia, Mississippi, is a family-owned business that promises to treat you like family. The Square Peg Mini Mall has been operating for over 10 years and boasts over 30 vendors with a rotating inventory to fit that something you're looking for. Inventory is constantly updating, so there's always a chance for a surprise when you step inside. Come visit the Square Peg Mini Mall, located on 335 West Main Street in Philadelphia, Mississippi.
And welcome back with Scotty, Ray, and Candace. And I need to say a big happy birthday to my baby girl who is celebrating her 25th birthday today. That says 24th. That's little Madison Page celebrating 25th birthday today.
Gosh, I cannot believe that time goes by so fast.
I know.
I remember when y'all had her and you were announcing it on the
radio.
Yeah.
So many years ago. Gosh. That makes Dylan Ray coming up on his 28th. Mm-hmm. Madison, where has time gone?
I've got my oldest is 26. Yeah.
You had another birthday, didn't you? Didn't somebody else have one?
Yeah, somebody had mentioned a happy birthday to Olivia this morning. I'm not sure what the last name. But they didn't put that. But
also, Vicky tells us that the dog on Heart to Heart was Freeway. It all comes back now. They found him in the middle of the highway. Yes. And I can tell Ross has got that look like he's never watched that show before.
Never.
Could you not pick up on it? I can see it there.
How old are you, Ross?
32.
Okay, yeah, that's why. Because he probably wasn't.
That was a little
Probably
before
wasn't a
my
big
time.
thing.
We had somebody have a question there if you had any reloading supplies. How are reloading supplies over?
Still very slim. No primers. We do have a few oddball powders. Got a decent selection of bullets, but it's not nowhere where it needs to be. We're still trying though. Rest assured.
Okay. Happy birthday goes out to Elizabeth Giles also.
And then it was Christy Belk said happy birthday to her niece Olivia. That's who it was, and she is 11 today. So
All right.
Hope you have a great day.
As I promised, I was going to break out some glasses because I can't read this any other way. This is Newton County today. We have roads that are flooded. Wick Ware Road, Peavy Road, Gene Looper Road, Pete Freeman at Melvin Leach, Bridge at Hickory Little Rock and McKee, Buckley Road, Norman Road at Highway 80. The bridge on West Church is closed at Highway 80. Albo Stamper. Y'all got some unique names over there in Newton County, let me tell you. Hickory Little Rock and Robertson Road. Bill Willis Road at Ruffusgill. Huey Road at Harris. Pleasant Valley at Bridge. Allgood Road Bridge. Little Rock Decatur at Mount Zion. The 2000 block of Stratton Road. Sulphur Springs at Conahattas Prospect. 1500 block of Muller Road, 479 Williams, Crossroads, Rock Branch, Greenland Road by Beulah Hubbard, Chapel Hill Road, Good Hope Road, Will Brown Road, 1838 Pine Bluff at Bridge, and Providence Road at Chunky Duffy. That's a lot of roads.
That is. Oh, my goodness.
That is Newton County.
I wonder if everybody just needs to stay home today. Is there any other roads that were not flooded? Yeah, that is a lot. We hope they are able to get those fixed
quickly. Let me ask this, because this opens tomorrow. What do you come in to buy to hunt alligator? Alligator season opens in the state of Mississippi tomorrow. Is it just like the TV show, Shoot 'em, where you use a .22? Is that what you do?
That's what I sell the most of during that time, so I believe so.
Huh.
Now, how does that go? Because don't they have to draw a tag for you or something?
Yeah, I think you have to be you have to get a tag in order to catch one or get one in. But
and it's only a 10-day period. I just want you to reach down, pull him up in the boat, and see if he eats you first. I ain't going with you, I don't think. I don't think this is the sport for me.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to go either.
Seriously.
I'll look at them from a distance.
Some of these, and you've watched it on television, I've seen some of these that break records in the state of Mississippi. How do you get them in the boat without flipping the boat over? They're so big.
I don't know how they do it.
And that
do you just tie them to a rope and drag them with your boat back to the shore? I don't know. I know that years ago there was an 11.5-foot one in the pond across the road from us that they had to kill to get it out of the pond. But
yeah, that really makes you want to go swimming in things that you can't see.
Yeah.
Let me just remind y'all that.
That's skiing and inner tubing and stuff, just always watch out for those. I always wonder about these people that come from out of town. They've never been to our lake, and I wonder if they know that there are so many alligators. But
they may not. Hey, I brought this up. I don't know if you've seen this. This is just a little snippet. I'm going to put it in the background. Daily Mail. This lady was out in her yard. She was, I think, talking on her cell phone, minding her own business, and all of a sudden this fox sneaks up behind her, and it jumps on her britches leg, and it won't let go. And she tries to kick it off. Then it gets hung on her shirt, and she's going around in circles.
Is it like trying to bite her, right?
Yeah, as you look at this, see it snuck up on her, and it attaches to her leg, and it just won't go away. And I'm telling you, it gets a hold of her shirt in a second.
That's scary.
And he just won't stop.
Awful.
I've never been approached by him.
That's awful. I watched a video. That would be scary. I watched a video of a lady walking her dog the other day, and all you could see was her dragging that dog up the sidewalk with like a leash, and all of a sudden this raccoon like starts coming after it, and you wonder, and then all of a sudden the thing stops and it runs into her house, and all you can hear is her screaming. That would be awful if a raccoon ran up in your house.
It would be.
It makes you wonder if they're like rabid, have rabies or something, if they're that crazy.
Better go get you a shot of some sort after that. This is really a disappointment for me, and I think most Americans looked at this as New York had gone through so much with its mayor, and then they had an election. We thought, man, this guy's an ex-police officer. Things are going to really turn around. And then we get him in. There's really not a lot of. Do you see where he's ordered this week? I don't care who you are, where you work.
Yeah,
you're going to
saw
talk.
that.
But he is telling officers they can't stop and talk to one another.
I think in there, and I want to say in another town, maybe in Minneapolis, there was some officers had talked to maybe some news media and had given them the information, and I think the mayor there was not happy about it either.
Well, this happened. They had some type of bike-a-thon, and news media spun around. It was 2 or 3 cops standing there talking during it. There's nothing wrong with that, folks. That's how you work together. That's sad that we're coming to situations like this across America. My 2 cents. Did y'all see where, I don't know how many millions of dollars and time was wasted of the United States federal government and your tax dollars to finally get a piece of paper yesterday that says Donald Trump was innocent of all things accused in the Mueller investigation. Millions wasted, gone. He doesn't know Russia collusion. They finally released this. And I'm sure that there's going to be some other reports that come out the same way.
I mean, what did they do to the person who started all that mess? Nothing? I mean, I guess nothing's done to him?
It was, Hillary. Oh, yeah, she gets out. Nothing ever happens. Yeah,
just kind of like Pelosi's husband.
They come over and hang out with her on the 4th of July, and they have coffee, and they go, well, we interviewed you. We got to go now. Yeah. Nothing becomes of that.
Have you seen the video about Pelosi's husband and all that stuff? Yeah, I don't think he got anything either. A little
slap on the hand. Biden under fire this morning as we look at this as, and you take my son, for example, who is, I mentioned a moment ago, getting ready to turn 28 years old, who has yet to graduate college because he's worked his way through college. He owes nobody anything because he's worked weekends all the way every summer somewhere, and he owes nothing up there. And
Which
Biden's going to give this $10,000. Does Dylan Ray get 10 grand because he paid for his own?
Yeah. Nobody gets anything back. If you've already paid for your student loans, you just, out of luck with that. You don't get anything back. But
what if I didn't go to college? Do I still get money? Because I don't?
You don't.
Huh. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
No.
That's just my 2 cents.
I mean, for the people who have student loans, I know that they're,
oh, you would be foolish not to take it.
I mean, that would be a great thing to have something paid off, but I really think that it's just awful to shorthand the ones that have busted their behind to pay what they've done.
I've heard a lot of people go, well, what college did you go to? Did you go to one that charged a lot more when you could have went to a junior college and saved some money also? But no, you went and partied and now you owe... I don't know everybody's situation, but it does raise questions there.
But I would love to know a question that I heard asked this morning on the news. Where is the money coming from?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of
a Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop? Yeah. No, I want to know, where is the money coming from? Because it has to be paid. It's not like it just goes away.
Oh, I read an article on that. Each American is going to cost $2,000 in the end.
Well, I mean, everything is fixing, like, on tax-wise. I just feel like we're going to be really paying it when it comes tax time.
Oh, it's the U.S. government. They'll just print more.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
But, I mean, it just...
Bill asked the same thing.
We're in such a mess. I mean, whoever in 2024 goes into office is going to have the biggest mess to clean up. It's just going to be awful.
We say happy birthday to Terry Havard, celebrating her 22nd birthday today. And this took forever. What made these people drag their feet as we get news this morning that it's a unanimous vote, Uvalde, Texas, they have finally gotten rid of the police chief that done nothing. It took them how many months ago was that?
It's been a while, yeah.
Just now doing something? Come on. You're as bad as the police were on response time.
Right.
There's a lot of folks in pain over that whole situation.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions with all that mess.
Disturbing the more you look at those videos. Snowden and company, they're already at work this morning. What are they doing? They're firing up computers. They're dusting off things, getting ready to take you to show you homes. You can reach them by calling 601-453-3937 is the number. Now, they've got it on computers where you can sit at the luxury of your home in your jammies and take a look at all this. Even if you got an ugly house coat, it's okay to look at their page.
That's right.
However you want to do it there. You can get your dream home, a smaller home, a bigger home. Whatever's going on in your life, they've got that. From big homes to medium homes to classic older homes. They got it. Dalewood, if you like the water, they've got that. They can even move you out to areas in Clark County, over to Jackson, Brandon. SnowdenRealEstate.com, 453-3937. See Amanda and her friendly staff as you see all of these pictures that they offer. Families made happy. It's an easy thing to do. See Amanda, and this is her folks. 453-3937 is the number to call, and they will help you in any way that they absolutely can. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rockhouse will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Spring is here, and it's time to quit spending all of your weekend cutting grass when you could step up to a Skag zero-turn mower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk. If you're looking for a deal, go to Facebook and type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace. Scroll through all of the pictures that are there and pick the item that you want to bid on. Bids end on Wednesday night and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And the winning bid can pick up the product the next day. Again, it's easy to do. Go to Facebook, type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace, and find the items that you want to bid on and save a bunch of money.
That's 2 different auctions, Wednesday and Sunday night. Both sales end at 8 p.m. Welcome back with Scotty, Ray, and Candace, our special guest, Ross. I wanted to bring this up. I forgot to bring up each day that we do this. Gunshots were reported in Meridian last night. Nothing serious. I think it ended up being a fight in the end, but we go to 45th Avenue area, right along in here. This would be east of 5th Street. This is Highway 19. This is where those murders took place. This would be in this area right in here. 45th Avenue. No one hurt, again. I think there were some arguments in there. May have been some fist fights that went on afterwards, but we still don't like any of that in our city. If you don't like that, get in touch with City Council. Find your councilman. Send them a note and let them know that you're tired of seeing this every day. There's only one way to stop us from talking about it. Put an end to it.
That's right.
I'll be quiet.
Or at least have a plan to
Yeah.
put an end to it and let people know.
Well, they're working on a plan. I mean, it's only
Takes
been
time.
2 years. I mean, come on. And then we got to wait another, 18 months before we get everything else for it.
I have a really good idea. If you have a press conference, people ask questions.
Oh, yeah, they do. I can see in Ross's faces over there, he's been worried and sending flowers. Jill has been diagnosed with COVID again. You sent flowers yet to Washington?
Not yet.
You're working on it.
I got the folks on standby. Supposed to send a bouquet up there.
Again, tell us about what you got going on this weekend at the Rock House.
So again, got a bunch of cool stuff going on. A massive amount of used firearms just came flooded in. So we got all that stuff worked out and out on the shelf. Our shelves are busting with inventory. So I think probably a little over 2,000 firearms in stock. So. Yeah, come on by, man. We got a little something for everybody.
The entire store, as we mentioned earlier, tax-free this weekend. That begins Friday, tomorrow morning?
It does, yeah. We'll open up at 9. It actually goes through Sunday, but we're going to be closed Sunday. But 9 to 6, Friday and Saturday, we'll be there to help everybody out. And like I say, if you have something in mind that you want to give us a call. We'll get it put back for you.
Up Highway 19, if you're leaving Meridian, on the right-hand side of the road there, I guess you call that the Midway area, where you start seeing the big neon sign. You'll see, of course, the back porch. That's where y'all are located.
Oh, yeah. Right next door to the back porch. And stop by the back porch when you leave Rock House, too. Got something in there for your...
Yeah.
Something for everybody in there, yeah.
It is.
Even kids. Got kids' games.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Ross, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out. And let us know what kind of flowers you send up there to Jill, because I'm interested. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us, telling us what's going on in your world. You can send us your information. Don't forget, it's Scotty Ray Report on Facebook, or you can email us at scottyray1969@AOL. We'll keep you up. Follow us on YouTube. Lots of ways to keep in touch with us with what's going on in our community and around the nation.
That's right. Y'all have a blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: